What's up, Eagles Nation? It's finally, after, numerous years, it's finally a playoff game day here for my channel, and of course in the Season of the Fan series. First time I've been able to have one of these since I started making these vids, these Eagle, fan vlogs, and I'm excited about it. Obviously, it's something I haven't been able to do yet since starting this series a few years ago, about 3 years ago, 4 years ago, whatever it was, and finally able to experience that here on YouTube in the Eagles vlog universe, as it were. So it's been a good week, getting ready for preparation for watching this game. It was kind of an interesting week. Earlier in the week, had an opportunity to go to a local Model Sporting Goods and have a little meet and signature with Eagles Pro Bowl defensive tackle, numerous time now, the Pro Bowl, multiple time Pro Bowl, Fletcher Cox, and was able to get this little card they handed out signed by him. There it is. One of the great Eagles defensive players. And so that was cool. Was able to pick up this hat, actually. It's cool. It's a playoffs hat. And the cool thing about it is it doesn't have a year. So you can basically wear this anytime they're in the playoffs. At least that's how I look at it. So anyhow, I'll be wearing that tonight. I got my Dawkins jersey on. I break it out for the big games. So this certainly would equate to a big game tonight. So actually got this jersey many years ago when he was playing with the Eagles. So got the munchies all ready to go. Got the Eagles Tostitos right there. And went to a local Acme, and you can see the bag there, the logo with the Fly Eagles Fly, pretty cool. And was able to pick up, because you can never have enough of the Eagles cookies. So there's the Eagles cookie, which I will probably keep in that bag, or I can put in the Eagles tin over here. So as you can see, the the Eagles tin is all ready to go. Got my Eagles Miller Lite down there. You can see that. There it is. So, yes, I'm ready for Mardi Gras too. As I said, I'm a festive person. So, at any rate, I am ready for this game. I'm excited for it. Obviously, I mean, geez, the last time the Eagles hosted a divisional playoff, they beat the Vikings en route to going to Super Bowl 39. The last time the Eagles hosted a divisional round in the playoffs, that was what happened. And after the game, Freddie Mitchell, of course, was thanking his hands. Yeah, I mean, so it is certainly true that nothing is guaranteed, nothing is given, and you never know what can happen year after year. And obviously that year was a great year for the Birds. It was the last time we went to a Super Bowl. Of course, lost to the Patriots, but it was a great run, and that was a playoffs where, kind of like this game, we went into it with some questions, because obviously Terrell Owens got hurt with the horse collar injury, and with the horse collar, of course, and hurt his foot, and got injured in a late season game, a home game against Dallas, the Roy Williams horse collar penalty. Then, of course, that became the thing, the horse collar. So, we know that nothing is given, and it is not guaranteed year after year. And but as I was saying about that playoff run, of course, we went into it with some trepidation, because the Eagles had lost three straight NFC title games, 2 at home, and then, of course, the first one was at the St. Louis Rams. And so we all had concerns, and we all had questions. We all had questions and concerns, because obviously we had lost the last 3, and the fact that we lost one of our best players, offensive players, and players period, in Terrell Owens, who was a real difference maker. And of course, the Eagles overcame it. They beat the Vikings in the divisional round, and then the last time they played the Falcons in the playoffs, they beat them in the NFC title game. Mike Vick and company. And look, I mean, going into those games, the fans were nervous. I mean, I was nervous. The fans were nervous. We didn't know what to expect because this team had been there before, kind of been there, done that before, and couldn't get over the hump in the NFC title game. And then they finally did. And it was a great moment. It was a great feeling, to finally get there. It was the only time I saw the Eagles in a Super Bowl. I was too young for 1980 with Jaws and company. But, it was a great feeling, that the fact that they finally won that NFC title game. They won it at home. And, the years that followed certainly have been a lot of up and down, maybe more down than up. But, it's been kind of a roller coaster ride for all these years. And, here we are again. For the first time, the Eagles are in a divisional round, I believe, for the first time since '08 when they beat the New York Football Giants in the Meadowlands. And of course, the following week they would lose at Arizona in the NFC title game. So the Eagles since then have been the two, if I'm remembering correct, have been the two postseason appearances, and they lost both. I believe they lost to the Packers at home in the wild card round, then they lost to the Saints in the wild card round the year before I started filming my season of the fan series. So obviously there has been, like I said, a lot of ups and downs, but I started thinking about it today, and I see this as the beginning step. And what I mean by that is, look, as I said before, and I'll continue to say it, nothing's given, everything is earned. And it's the same in life, But as I started thinking about it, obviously, look, the Eagles went 13-3, and they clinched home field throughout. And is that going to happen every year? No, because it's a year-to-year type deal, and you're not guaranteed it, to have the home field even with a healthy Carson Wentz and a healthy team. It's just not guaranteed. But what I do know is that this team went 13-3 with all the injuries, with all the issues that came with those injuries, trying to slide players in, the next man up mentality, this guy, okay, now it's this guy's turn, now it's this guy's turn. And you can only do that for so long. I mean, look, today if they suffer some injuries, it could be the end of the run. But this team still was able to do everything that they were able to do, and now we're in the playoffs without Carson Wentz. Now, the hope is that going forward, the Eagles will have Carson Wentz for a number of years, and if he is what he looked like this year, we have what equates to be one of the next, great quarterbacks in this league. And that can win you a lot of games, and that can win you championships. So for me, what I feel with this team is that this is the beginning. This is only the beginning step. And I'm not saying that, whatever happens, we should just let it roll off the shoulders because Carson Wentz will be back and everything. No. But what I'm saying is this is the first step of it. This is only the beginning. If Carson Wentz is what he looked like he could be, if this team can stay healthy, if they can get some more weapons, if their young weapons grow into, continue to grow and progress in the system, this is really only the beginning. And for this team to be 13-3 and in the playoffs and hosting the divisional round game, and if they can win this game to host the NFC title game, we're going to have some playoff runs for years. We could be in this situation again. Will it be every year again? Probably not. But this is really the beginning of what should be a nice little run here for a number of years. And again, it's like I said, I know it sounds like a broken record. Nothing is given. Nothing's guaranteed. But what I do know is that there is a lot of talent on this team. And I like the way the coaching staff has handled things. I like the way they fought through adversity. I like the way that they have still risen to the challenge when the challenges were given to them. And I like the fact this team's an underdog in this playoffs because maybe this is it's just the right mentality for this team, for this town, for everyone to have kind of a rally cry. I think it's a great thing. I really do. But I do want to I do want to remind my fellow Eagle fans out there is to just enjoy this. Because I said the last time, and I do believe that this team will certainly be in the playoffs for years to come. That divisional, possibly hosting this game again for years to come. Not that it's guaranteed, but I do feel it more than likely will happen. But enjoy this because, like I said, the last time this team hosted this game was 2005, en route to going to the Super Bowl, and that was a long time ago, as we all know. So enjoy this. I know that there's a lot of trepidation. I know that the fans are kind of divided. Even listening to sports talk radio all week, some of the hosts were divided and the fans and I think there's been a lot more positive sentiment than the negative. But there are the fans out there that say, oh, Wentz is out, so now we're done. Foles is, he's not going to get it done and everything. But to that, I do want to remind people, look, we haven't had a playoffs here, and this is now going into this season for 4 seasons after we lost to the Saints in the wild card round at home those years ago in Chip Kelly's first year. So this is now 4 years later, and we're back for the first time and hosting a playoff game. Enjoy this. Make the most of the day, whether you're going to the game, whether you're like me, just going to watch the game at home in your man cave, man den, family room, whatever the case may be. Going out to a bar or a restaurant to watch it, going out with friends, whatever the case may be, having a party, whatever the case may be, just enjoy this. We haven't had this for a while. It's really great to be able to wake up in the morning and look forward to a playoff game. We haven't had this feeling in a number of years. And I do believe that they're going to win tonight. I do believe that they're going to win 27-17 and advance to the NFC title game where they will host, I believe, the Vikings. That's just that's my call. And we'll see what happens from there. But what I'm telling you, and this has been my mantra the whole last few weeks, this fan base, the fans that are at that game today, can make a difference. And you know what? A lot of people don't believe in us. A lot of people don't believe in this team because of all the injuries, because of Wentz going down. But like I said before, and I'll say it again, this fan base can make a difference in this game tonight. I'm telling you, be loud, be vocal. Don't sit on your hands. When times are rough, just be energetic the whole game. Just give it to the Falcons the whole game and cheer on the Eagles. Because you know what? We love this team. This team means so much to this region. It always has, like I said before, and it always will. And we have a chance this year more than any other year, I feel, to make a difference, to be that difference maker with this team advancing on to the next round and then on after that to the Super Bowl. And that's a huge thing because this team's only been to 2 Super Bowls. So for us to go to a Super Bowl, it doesn't happen all the time. And I do believe with Carson Wentz, we will go to multiple Super Bowls and we will win. Possibly multiple, at least one, maybe even this year, who knows. But we get to the Super Bowl when we get to it. I'm not going to talk about that until then. We're going to take this 1 week at a time. Don't want to get too ahead of myself here. But let's, those fans that are going to be there, I know my boss and his wife are going to be there. I know Jason, the captain, he's going to be there today. And I know all you all the men and women of Eagles Nation that will be at that game tonight, represent what we are. Represent this fan base. And prove to the rest of the nation and the rest of whoever in the world watches the NFL what this fan base is capable of doing and helping push this team to the next round and kicking the Falcons out of here. It's a great thing. Being able to be in the playoffs, being able to host a playoff game is a great thing. And the fact that if they can win this game tonight, they can host the NFC title game again for the first time since 2005, the last time they went to a Super Bowl. It's an awesome thing. It's a great thing. This team has earned it. They've earned their record. They're 13-3. They deserve the home field. They deserve to have some credit that a lot of people just aren't giving them just because of some guys got hurt. What can you do? It's the nature of this game. It's a shame, but injuries happen, and it's those teams that can overcome that we have seen overcame injuries in the past to get to, if not win, at least get to a Super Bowl, and in some cases win that Super Bowl. It makes that much more special. So enjoy today, Eagles Nation. This game is an important step in the right direction for this team, and we have a chance, like I said, a chance that you fans that will be at that game at the link and rocking the link and probably have some rally towels or whatever they hand out, or who knows, but be the difference. Be the difference makers for this team. You know, be behind them. Boo the heck out of the Falcons. Remind the Falcons where they are. This isn't L.A. anymore that they're in. This is Philly. It's a little different atmosphere. No disrespect to L.A. fans, but it's a little different. just a bit. Enjoy this. Like I said, this is the first step of this playoffs, and I believe for the next decade to come, with a great quarterback we have in Carson Wentz. Hopefully he can stay healthy, and the players around him, the coaching staff. I really believe that this is only the beginning for this team, and I'm really looking forward to what the future holds. But I am more so looking forward to today, looking forward to rooting this team in the playoffs for the first time in 4 years, and I can't be more excited for it. And I'm very pleased to finally be giving you my viewers in the channel, a Season of the Fan Philadelphia Eagles playoff edition of this series. So let's go Greenbirds today. Let's get that win. And for all you Eagle fans, again, that will be in that stadium, let them know that you're in the stadium. Let the Eagles know, and certainly let the Falcons know that you're in the stadium. Be the difference in this game. Look, again, I'm predicting the Eagles to win 27-17 tonight against the Falcons and advance to the NFC title game. We will be hosting it a week from tomorrow, rather, against, I'm guessing, the Vikings, but it will either be the Vikings or Saints. We'll see what happens tomorrow in that game. But, as always, big one. Biggest game of the series so far since I've done it, because it's a playoff game. It's a playoff game. All right, everyone. Enjoy the game tonight. Let's go, our birds, the Eagles. And I gotta do this because it's the playoffs. You gotta ramp it up a little bit. So I'm gonna finish off this video with an Eagles chant. Ready? Or here we go. And you all Eagles Nation can join in with me. Here we go. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles! On the road to victory. Let's get this one and move on to the NFC title game and host it. All right, Eagles Nation, take care. Enjoy the game. Let's go, Green Birds. Take care.